Hi, this is Lawrence Frontier, also known as a punk with toys on Instagram. Today we're going to be going over a review of the G.I. Joe Classified Heavy Artillery Roadblock. This is an Amazon exclusive, so if you haven't ordered it yet, it's going to be hard to get, although there is a chance that they'll be dropping a few more, the same way they did with the Cobra Island for Target. So it was only available through Amazon, and our Hasbro Pulse had a small quantity, and those are sold out. But quickly, before I go over that, I'm going to give a quick shout out to Walmart. And if you guys are interested in the retro stuff, I found this thing last week on clearance for $11.19. I have a review on it. I know in the review I said I really don't like it. It's not my favorite thing, that is for sure, but let's be honest, for under 12 bucks, it's not bad to have an army of things. So if you collect the retro figures, 4-inch figures, 3.75 figures, be on the lookout. Walmart makes no sense on when they do clearances, because I'll tell you what, a lot of those retro figures came out, and they were on clearance before anyone even saw them. So take a look. I know a lot of people don't like that thing, or a lot of people weren't picking up, so I think it went on clearance. So anyway, not quickly, you know me, let's get to Roadblock. I'm going to compare him to the original figure. I'm also going to compare him to the other classified figures. What's different, what's not. This one may take a little bit longer. So first, I want to show you the box, all right? But in the Amazon box, Hasbro packaged some boxes like this. I'm assuming everyone that got it, and I can tell you this, my Storm Shadow didn't come like this, but it fit in nice and easy. So even if it got banged around in the box, if Amazon just threw it in a package like a lot of people had complained about before, I know my Storm Shadow didn't come like this, but I gotta say, big shout out to Hasbro for making sure that it gets packaged like this. Can't believe it's too economical, but let's be honest. And a skateboarder and a guy that fixes copiers, I'm killing trees left and right. So anyway, let's get to this guy, because this is what you guys really want to hear about. Heavy Artillery Roadblock. Now this was the figure that, the first Roadblock that I wanted to see, and I was really happy to see him get put out. And there you have him on the front. Alright, now I'm going to tell you right now, you look at this guy, if he was not molded to look just like Terry Crews, I don't know what. And I've seen people say they'd love to see Terry Crews play him in the movie. After seeing this, I kind of agree. Although I think Terry Crews may be a little too old, although he's in great shape. Alright, side of the box, once again, looks really nice. And there's Terry Crews. Alright, there you go. Your number, 28. Alright? And back of the box, just like all the other ones, alright? Nothing really too different. Again, box is wonderful. They're still keeping the tabs, so if you want to stand it, like so, stands real easy. Better than the original figures that we were getting. So, onto the figure. Now, I have the other figures up here. I actually really only brought up this guy because this is an original G.I. Joe weapon. I'm saying original is kind of, I don't know. It's when they were doing a bunch of different weapons. I don't even know who it goes to. But I thought it looked pretty good. It's not the greatest Gatling gun, obviously. But I kind of wanted to compare it to this gigantic one. And actually, I kind of like the size of this one more, but this is actually meant to go on the Ram cycle. They clearly were dual purposing it, trying to save some money. So I just brought him up because I have him with this. Now, obviously, there's not nearly as much detail because this did go to, I want to say, in the 2000, maybe late 90s figures. But anyway, you can kind of see how it looks. It's smaller, it's shorter. I kind of like it better, but either way, same concept. It still looks better than the laser guns, which it looks like we might be done with the laser guns because Snake Eyes 30, number 30, Roadblock here, no laser guns, Gatling gun, and the pistol. So, let's take a look at these guys. I'm going to compare them to the classified figure really quick, to the original, and then we'll wrap it up, and you guys can decide if you want to try and go on the aftermarket and find one. I do believe he's going for about 50 already. Who knows if he's going to go up, if he's going to go down. It seems like Hasbro has a lot of their crap together, but I don't mind having a few figures that are actually going to cost on the aftermarket a little bit more. Couple is one thing. The way they were going for a while is crazy. So let's take a look at these figures, and you can decide whether or not you think that picking up this Roadblock is worth it. All right, so there we go. Another quick look at the box without my mug in it. Again, it looks really nice. You get a nice little Glare to Nyko figure. Same box in the back. You know, we're still waiting for a few of these figures. The Alley Viper. I believe there's a bat on here. Who knows what's on here anymore? It seems like you're looking at the same box. They just keep adding a few figures. So, anyway, your box, again, number 28. There's our Roadblocks. All right. 2 Roadblocks side by side. And, you know, they've made a really big stink about pinless joints. And guess who does not have it? Because they are using these same arms. So, the Roadblocks use the same arms. They use the same legs. Same boots. What is different is he doesn't have the knee pad on the new one. Although the kneecap is the same because it has a texture like these other two, but this one doesn't. So somebody, when making a new kneecap, and I'm willing to bet this kneecap is just used off of another figure, didn't notice that. You have your giant Gatling gun. Again, no more laser rifle. Thank you. This one here has a saw machine gun, which is from the Valorverse weapons that I got. I did a review on that too if you're interested. So let's take a quick look at his Gatling gun. Once again, aren't the easiest to get in and out, but hey. So, Gatling gun. I gotta say right off the bat, disappointed. This thing is bent already. Bent right out of the box. But it does look cool. It does rotate. And again, this would be the same one coming with the RAM cycle. From what I did not see on the RAM cycle is, and they talked about this when they showed it, is this drum, which is made to be ammo. I've already heard some people complain about it, that there's no ammo from, you know, one to the other. But, oh well. Not really going to complain. This is a $23 figure. So, there's your Gatling gun. Way better than what we've had before. They're also, if you have blast effects, again, Valorverse are making them. I know there are some, I believe, for other Marvel figures that you can get. So we can use blast effects now on some of these. It's got a sidearm, which is a nice large pistol. Again, it has blast effects. I heard someone else kind of complain about this, and this one is bent also. So very disappointing. Who knows if it's because of the heat. It's not super stiff. I think if we heat it up, you can probably bend it. But for me, he probably won't have this out too often. The holster on the side can be removed, just like this holster here for his grenades isn't on this Roadblock over here. So that's a little different, obviously. Pistol wasn't the easiest to get in, but I guess once I got it in the first time, it's easier now. So that's what's same about them. All right, arms are the same, boots, Legs are the same. Crotch is the same. So they are reusing, reusing parts, which we've already seen, and that's how we're probably going to get so many figures. So head sculpt is different. You know what? I haven't tried to see how well helmet seems to fit pretty good here. So let's take a quick look, and now let's compare them to our original 80s figure. And here I have a nice, great condition Roadblock. And they both come with the helmets. They've obviously made that something they wanted to do. Now this helmet looks way more technical, as it should, which is nice. You obviously can't put anything on here, but it's clearly made to look so you can put night vision on, different things like that, which is nice, and it has a strap. Let's pop his helmet off. Clearly you can see the guns are different. I've already heard people complain that he doesn't have this gun, which would have been super cool, but oh well. I'm not going to complain because they give us a big monster of a gun. Alright, no backpack. Okay, no backpack. It's kind of disappointing. It would have been kind of cool if they would have given that a tripod. So, one thing I did notice, and this is actually kind of cool, I don't know if they did this on purpose, but the one thing that always drove me nuts about Roadblock, my original one, is his head. He kind of looks like an alien. But if you look, it almost looks like they kind of did it on this one too. Like, they made him have a pretty big head. Maybe it's just me looking too much at it, but... So, face sculpts. I think they did a really good job with this. You know, he has his mustache, and then his little triangle goatee, or whatever you want to call it. And this one has the same. Alright? Now, this figure is made to look way more angry, in my opinion, than the other ones. But I'm glad they ditched the beard, because honestly, I thought this beard looked kind of stupid. Alright, now looking at the detail, when you look at his camouflaged wife beater that he's wearing, forgot he didn't have a stand on it, his camouflaged wife beater, he's got the same here, and all the way down, he's grenade pouches. So I thought they did a really good job, even across the belt. Now, they didn't give him any knife. On this one, his sidearm is on his left leg, which they put over here on his right. And he's supposed to have a knife. They didn't give it. Not a big deal. Definitely not going to complain about that. Now, this was always more of an orange-brown to me. So I will say I do like this color a little bit better. But I'm gonna say, when you look at these two figures, I think they did a great job at making this Roadblock the classified version of this guy right here. I thought that this guy, and I do think the repaint, which I'm not willing to spend another $20 on a repaint because he's not another figure. I think they did a pretty good job of making this guy version 2. But it seemed like when they were making him to be version 2, and I do have a review of him up if you want to compare him to the original version 2, they were kind of toying with it to make it give you that feel of it, where this guy is clearly made to be an upgraded version of our original V1 Roadblock. You know, they don't give him green gloves. You know, he's got darker gloves compared to the green. I'm okay with that. But again, all in all, this is a really good figure. You know, same arms, no tattoo, which is nice because he doesn't have a tattoo in here. So no tattoo. He does have the helmet. I doubt I'll be having a helmet on him because I think he looks way better without the helmet. All in all, nice looking figure. So, all right, let's wrap this up and you guys can decide what you want to do. All right, so there you go. Heavy Artillery Roadblock. There he is with the pistol. He actually looks pretty bad with the, he looks pretty badass with the pistol, to be honest. Maybe I will have him hold that monster. And get me out of that a little bit, but again, I like this figure. I liked all the classified. I know I keep saying that. But so far, between Zartan, the new Snake Eyes, obviously even the original Snake Eyes, this Roadblock here, I mean, this, right now they're giving us what a lot of people really want, which is 6-inch figures that look like the original. I don't want it completely the same because I don't want to be rebuying the same figures, just taller or bigger. I think they're doing a great job with these. I think they're seeing the error of their ways. Hopefully the G.I. Joe team knew what was going on, and Hasbro maybe had an edict to say, hey, we need to be more futuristic. And I'm okay with a little bit of futuristic, you know, a little bit of that futuristic inside everything, but I want real guns. Certain figures, I'm cool with it. Especially the Cobra stuff, because they were supposed to be more futuristic, and they were using, you know, weapons from Destro and things that you wouldn't see all the time. But I think we're starting to see a change to make it look like, hey, you know what? This is what the collectors, this is what they want, this is what they're seeing. Hasbro is listening to people. I don't know if they're watching this channel. I doubt it. I don't know why they would be. But if they are, I'm hoping they're hearing myself and other guys that have channels, and obviously people that have much bigger channels than me, explain, hey, this is, you know, this is cool, this is what we want. Major Blood, look like Major Blood, but was still different enough. Zartan looked different enough. The new Zartan, which is a repaint, but he's going to change color. I think that's cool, but I'm not going to be changing them. I'm not taking them outside. I'm not putting them in the freezer. But they do give them some accessories, and they're giving us guns that they had before, at least with the Snake Eyes, Major Blood, and the Zartan, and all the way to Lady J. I mean, Lady J comes with exactly what we had as a kid and what we saw in the cartoon also. So she was kind of a mix, which is pretty cool. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. If you like the figure, check Amazon. You know, if you have to pay $50, it's not that bad, to be honest. Considering people were paying $90 for a Viper not too long ago. Storm Shadow, the Amazon exclusive, really never got released again. Big Bad Toys got some, but I think it was just a small restock. So who knows if this figure is ever going to come again. If you like the way he looks and you don't want to spend $100 on this figure, well, then you can pre-order the Mezco one if it's still available. When I get that one next year, sometime Mezco, I'll do a review on that, and I'll compare them to this and see if $115 is worth the difference between this $23 figure. So anyway, I'm rambling on. Again, check your Walmarts. If you like the retros, a lot of things are on clearance. I don't know why. There's no rhyme. There's no reason for what Walmart does, considering I've seen the Castle Grayskull people posting all the way down to $17. I haven't seen that, but I have seen it all the way down to $51, I think. And the saddest part about that is I've seen one in a store. So Walmart, pick some of the stuff up. I know they're starting to get stuff. Target is starting to roll the stuff in. We're starting to see the G.I. Joe movie stuff. I know a lot of people don't like it. It's starting to sit on shelves. But I'm still not seeing the classified figures, which is a good thing because that's what the collectors want. So, there you go. Roadblock, Heavy Artillery. I'm showing you Heavy Artillery with his pistol, but Heavy Artillery. Same Gatling gun that's going to be on the Ram Cycle, your Roadblock, and most exciting thing, no laser. I mean, I don't even display him with that. So, there you go. Anyway, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Like the channel. Again, you want to follow me on Instagram and check out the toys that I collect, that I pick up. I don't do reviews on everything, but I have been on the Motu, obviously G.I. Joe stuff. This should be gargoyles. Come on, NECA. Let's get this gargoyle out. I can't wait. So follow me, A Punk with Toys on Instagram, and I hope you guys have a great night.